Hey friends, it's Nibs again. Wanted to get out and do another video or two today. Somebody's shooting pistol down at the end of the other range, so got some new digs here. Just joined this club. They have an outdoor range and an indoor range, and today I have the indoor range all to myself, but wanted to do a video on this new rifle that I just picked up. It is a Mauser, M-A-S, and this is a French Mauser 45. Has a little hood on the front sight there, and I will talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. But you can see there, Mauser model 45. Has some military graduated sights there, and it does have a aperture type sight there, peep sight, which is nice for me for my eyesight. So just picked this one up. It was covered with filth and years of caked on old oil. I had no idea really what the condition was going to be underneath all of that oil, but I was pleasantly surprised when I got it all cleaned up, and the parkerizing was still almost perfect. Bolts in nice shape. So anyway, a little bit of the history on this one. It's pretty interesting, very interesting to me anyway. This is a you know, if you know anything about guns at all, you can obviously see that this is a Mauser type action. Mauser actually designed this pre-World War II and was using it, building these 22s as a training rifle to train the soldiers and the youth in how to shoot basically the Mauser 8mm. And so after World War II ended in 1945, the different Allied forces occupied different regions of Germany, and the Oberdorfer or whatever it's called, where the Mauser factory is located, is where the French ended up. And so they occupied the Mauser factory. A lot of the good stuff had been taken out, but there was still some pretty cool stuff there. They were able to get the machining for like Lugers, and obviously this Mauser 22 action too. So they started making them there at the Mauser factory with parts that Mauser had on hand. Those are a little more rare, and I haven't seen one of those myself yet, but where this says that Mauser model 45, it would still say Mauser there. And I believe they put a stamp on it, manufactured by Mauser or something like that. But this particular one, so shortly after, within like a year or so of them taking over the factory there, they took all the machining and stuff from the factory and moved it all back to the Mauser facility in France, and began producing them there. And this one here is an example of one of those. So what I've been able to find, well, and haven't really found anything definitive about it, but inside the barrel channel, and I'll put a picture of it up so you can see it, there's actually a marking on the inside that says 1153, and I really kind of believe that would be a date code for this rifle. Not 100% sure of that, but it kind of fits the time period that they made these. I don't remember the production when they ceased production. I believe I read it was like 1958 maybe, but they made these from basically 45 to the mid to late 50s anyway. So they've got some checkering on the bottom of the trigger guard. You have a 5-shot magazine, which is actually something quite different than the Mauser version of this. All the Mauser versions of this were all single shots. So that was something that the French added on. That's what they wanted for their training rifles. So anyway, so this one, sights start out at I think 20 yards and work their way up to, well, probably meters, 20 meters up to 150 meters. So anyway, take a few shots for you, with you. This is only, it's a 50 foot range. I did shoot a couple of shots beforehand, but shooting it so far with got some Elay match. Picked it up a little while ago. A couple hundred rounds. Not too expensive for, especially for that kind of ammo, but this place does have a nice facility, hand crank targets downrange. So the one thing I was talking about with this this sight hood, if you look, the sight is right on top of it. There's no way to get a good sight picture with this, and what I've read and seen online is it literally is just there to be a sight protector, and when you're shooting you have to pull that off. I mean, I guess I could get a picture on it, but it really is not intended to be shot with the hood on. So when you put some ears in, it's not that terribly loud, but it is indoors, so it does amplify the sound a little bit. And it's club rules for any indoor shooting to have your hearing protection in. So I'll do 5 shots on the bow, and then I'll pull it back and let you get a look at that. So. One more. So anyway, that's 5 shots. With my eyes, that I wish that there was a little bit more meat on that to actually get a sight through there. But the trigger is real nice on it. It's got a little bit of take up, but once you hit that wall with a little bit of take up, it's a nice crisp break. So let me pull this target back real quick and see what it looks like. All right, so this is the one I was shooting at right here. So I've got a 6, 7, and 8. So that'd be 13, 21, 29, and a 10, 9, sorry. 13, 21, 29, 38. So 38 out of 50. Not too bad. I haven't shot this rifle much. I did shoot a couple. I got an 8 and I think that's a 10 there. And then I shot a couple up here. I actually had the slide was up like 100 meters, so I don't shooting pretty high there. So I could go up one click even on this one. So anyway, it's a great little rifle. It shoots good. I'll put a couple pictures in of the before when I first got it. This thing had been hanging in the ceiling. Walk into this gun shop that I've been getting a few guns at recently, and this place had like hundreds of guns hanging from wires from the ceiling, and this was one of them. It was actually the first one closest to the ceiling, and then there was 2 more hanging below it. And this thing, I'm guessing, had probably been there for 30 or 40 years. It just had so much dust on it. Oil was just mushed right into the dust and dirt. It was gross. I didn't know what the condition of the Parkerizing was going to be, but I was very pleasantly surprised when I got it all cleaned up, and it looked pretty nice. Give you one last little look here, and it's really got some, it's hard to get on camera to show, but the stock has really got some nice figure in it. It's really kind of neat looking stock. I think they say that it was made with beech, but I had heard a couple of, read a couple things and heard a couple things online where it said that this they were actually building this action to be possibly a small centerfire trainer as well, and a small .223 caliber. I can't remember what they were actually going to go for, but anyway, that's the Mauser design Moss Model 45. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you'll get alerted when I do add more videos. In the description below, I'm going to put a link for my Patreon page. If you can give that a consideration, I'd really appreciate it. If not, just enjoy my videos, all right? And on Facebook and on MeWe, I have a collector's page called Walnut and Steel. We talk about great guns like this all the time, and just everything from 22s up to, who knows what. But anyway, have a great day, folks. Hope to see you again next time.